Hello my dear students, good afternoon. Now we will discuss about the last topic in this just few minutes, diagonal relationship. Okay, so what is a diagonal relationship, and diagonal relationship is present in what elements? Okay, we have to see. So diagonal relationship is having similar properties actually. Diagonal relationship means what? Having similar properties. So which elements have similar properties we have to see. Okay, so those similar properties we can observe in second and third period elements. This diagonal relationship is present between the elements of the second and third period elements. This diagonal relationship diagonally means like this. Okay, so what is the diagonal relationship I written here? The first element of the first element of the first group and next element of the next group. Next element means what is the meaning? Second element. Second element here. Okay, second element. Next element of the next group means second element of the next group will have similar properties. Those particular similar properties nature is called diagonal relationship. I repeat, the first element of the first group and next element of the next group, that means second element of the next group will have similar properties. Got it? And one more important thing, this diagonal relationship is up to 4th A group elements only we have to consider. That means 4th A to 5th A, those elements who are present diagonally, they don't have similar properties. Understanding? So 4th group element and 5th A group elements which are present in diagonal, they won't be similar. Okay? They won't have similar properties. So that's what I am saying here. So second period elements and third period elements who are diagonally present, they have similar properties. So here, who is the second period element? Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine and neon. Actually no need to write up to neon because I said this diagonal relationship is up to carbon family. And here is sodium and magnesium and aluminium and silicon and phosphorus, sulfur and chlorine and argon. Yes. So this diagonal, see, first element of the first group, this is 1A group element and these are the 2A group elements and this is 3rd A and 4th A and 5th A and so on like that. Excuse me. So what I said? First element of the first group. This is the first element of this particular group. Okay. This is the first element of this particular group. This is the first element of this group. This is the first element of this group, like that. Okay. So first element of the first group and next element of the next group means second element of the next group will have similar properties. Means diagonally means like this, left to right only. So lithium to magnesium, diagonal relationship you have. Beryllium to aluminium, diagonal relationship you have. Boron to silicon, you have diagonal relationship. Yes, these only. Carbon don't have any similar properties with phosphorus. No. So these three only. And sir, this also diagonal, no sir? Beryllium with sodium, boron with magnesium. No. Why? Size is different. Why these elements have similar properties means, and lithium and magnesium, their sizes are almost similar. Their ionic radius are almost similar. So that's why they have similar properties. Okay. So lithium has a diagonal relationship with magnesium and beryllium has a diagonal relationship with aluminium and boron has a diagonal relationship with silicon. So up to this only. Carbon and phosphorus same? No. Okay. This diagonal relationship up to 4th A means second element of the 4th A group elements. So few people will confuse, and up to 4th A means and carbon has similar properties with phosphorus. No. Okay. So diagonal relationship means having similar properties. So lithium and magnesium have similar properties like that. What is the reason? Due to their almost similar atomic and ionic radius. So why not like this? Means sizes are different. Beryllium is very small and sodium is going down increase. but here also increase, but ionic radius decrease. Because do you remember or not? Positive charge is more here. B Mg2 plus and Li plus. More the charge and less will be the size. Actually, it should be more. Understanding? But here almost similar ionic radius. Why? Charge is more here, plus 2. Ionic radius is almost similar. That's why their compounds, their molecules, and they have similar properties actually. Understood, sir? So this is about the diagonal relationship. Got it, sir? So what is the diagonal relationship? We discussed right now. So what is the diagonal relationship? Write down all these things. Okay, this is the third period element. What is the diagonal relationship? The first element of the first group will have similar properties with the next element of the next group. Means second element of the next group will have similar properties. So this is about diagonal relationship, and each and every periodic property we discussed. Atomic radius, what happens, ionization potential, what happens, and many things like electronic affinity, electronegativity, okay, and many things like acidic character, basic character, metallic character, non-metallic character, these all things. Oxidation states, what happen, valencies, how changes, these all periodic properties we have to recap. Okay, next I will start a new chapter, that is chemical bonding. What is that? Chemical bonding. Very important chapter. Chemical bonding will give how atoms are combining and how atoms are getting stabilities, and between different atoms, what is the nature of chemical bond formed, means what is the nature of relation they have, how they are getting stability. Okay, so these all things we will discuss. Ionic bond, covalent bond, okay, coordinate covalent bond, which we call dative bond, metallic bond, hydrogen bond. These all things of, these all kind of chemical bonds we will discuss. Okay, so actually this chemical bonding chapter, if you don't know, total inorganic chemistry you cannot understand. Like S block elements, one chapter we have in first year. Third year group elements itself we have a chapter. Boron family, carbon family, chapter we have. P block elements. And in second PU, you have same story. You have a P block there, completely, chapter you have. And complex compounds you have there. D and F block compounds, chapter itself you have. Understand? Even some oxidation states we have to understand. So, which is polar bond, who have negative charge, who have positive charge, you can say. And even organic chemistry, carbon-carbon single bond, hybridization we will say. Carbon-carbon double bond and triple bond, unsaturated bond, their hybridizations we will say. Okay, their bond natures we will say. Suppose C double bond O is there, this migrate, oxygen gets minus, carbon gets positive. These all things how we can understand from their electronegativity values. Oxygen electronegativity is 3.5 and carbon is 2.5. So more electronegative atom will get negative charge. Otherwise you will ask me, so why oxygen negative? I want to give negative charge for carbon. No, who is more electronegative? That will have a negative charge. Understand? So for everything to understand what required is chemical bonding. Okay, so first, before to start the definition of the chemical bond, why atoms are forming one kind of bond? Atoms actually will try to get stability. What kind of stability? Like noble gases, helium, neon, argon and krypton, xenon and radon. Otherwise, some extended configurations like inert gas configuration. Few will get inert gas configuration. Few will get pseudo inert gas configuration. Okay, so to get these configurations, atoms will try to lose electron, gain electron, or share electron. Understanding? And somehow some compounds will get extended configuration, more than octet, like OH and OH, like that. See, sulfur has how many bonds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bonds. 6 to 12. This is called extended octet, we call it. Means more than octet, we call it. Understand? Some have only octet, like CH4 or some CO2, sorry. CO2 means C double bond O double bond O. 2 bonds, total 4 bonds. 1 bond means 2 electrons. 4 bond means 4 2s are 8. So carbon has octet. So how we came to know all these things? Means they are sharing electron here. Okay, they are getting stability. And somehow some molecules will get stability like this. F. Okay, HF. So hydrogen has 1 electron and fluorine has 7 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So what they'll do? They'll share electrons now. So hydrogen has 2 electrons now and fluorine has 7 electrons, and here one pair is there now. So total how many electrons? If you see, hydrogen 2 electrons and now fluorine has 8 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8. How you said, sir? Hydrogen configuration is 1s1 and fluorine is 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 5. Outermost only. Who will involve in bonding? Means valency electron. Valency electrons involved in chemical bond formation. 2 plus 5, 7 electrons. So 7 dots means 7 electrons. Okay, hydrogen I am representing cross. Electron representation is cross or dot. Remember this one. We will discuss Levy's dot structures. Don't worry. So hydrogen has 1 electron. This fluorine has 7 electrons. Then hydrogen will talk with fluorine. Hello, Mr. Fluorine. You have 7 electrons, so you are not getting stability. Your stability means 8 electrons. My stability means 2 electrons, like helium configuration. So you contribute 1 electron, me contribute 1 electron. Who are saying like this? Hydrogen saying. So then fluorine agreed. Okay, I will contribute 1 electron. So hydrogen contributed 1 electron. So became 2 electrons. So these 2 electrons shared by hydrogen and these 2 electrons shared by fluorine also. So now this pair of electrons, one is cross and one is dot. This pair of 2 electrons shared by both atoms. So hydrogen happy now because hydrogen have 2 electrons. Fluorine very happy now because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons it have. So fluorine happy, hydrogen happy because they got stability. So why atoms are getting stability? Why atoms are sharing electrons or why atoms are losing electron? Why atoms are gaining electron means for getting stability. What is the stability measurement? Getting inert gas configuration, or else we called it as octet configuration. Octet means what? How many electrons? 8 electrons. Helium configuration few people will try to get. What kind of atoms will try to get helium configuration? You know, hydrogen, lithium and beryllium, like that. They'll try to get helium configuration. Remaining all try to get octet configuration. Of course, few cannot get, like boron, BF3, 3 bonds only, less than octet. Like that, few are exceptional. Okay, but maximum will try to get octet configuration. Which atom will try to get only helium configuration? I said hydrogen, lithium and beryllium. These 3 only. Of course, helium has 1s2, that's it. Okay, so here hydrogen has stable configuration with 2 electrons and fluorine also got a stable electronic configuration with 8 electrons. How? Including this, because sharing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like that. Okay, so like that, sir. So here in our regular life also same thing happen. Two friends are there, like, okay. So here one friend is there, here one friend is there, 2 friends. Okay. So here black color marker, this person is a highly rich Ambani. He is Bambani, no money. Okay, so he have 100 rupees, he have nothing. So but both wanted to eat chocolate. So what they will do, this boy only contribute electrons. Means electron means money. So this boy will give 50 rupees to this boy and this boy will have 50 rupees. So he will get 50 rupees chocolate, he will get 50 rupees chocolate. Means one completely transfer electrons. That is called ionic bond. Understanding what happened? Chocolate cost is 50 rupees. He is having nothing actually. He don't have any single 1 rupee. Okay, he have 100 rupees. So 50 rupees he will give to this boy or girl. Okay, then he is happy with 50 rupees, he is happy with 50 rupees. Because they are not human beings. Because here atoms, they are sharing electrons. But we won't share like that. Because we have some different things. Okay, what I said understood, but I am just talking about good people. So this good fellow given 50 rupees to this boy. Completely transfer 50 rupees. One thing. Second case, he have a 25 rupees. He have 25 rupees. Chocolate cost is 50 rupees. So what they will do? He contribute 25 rupees. He contribute 25 rupees. And they will get chocolate and they will share that chocolate equally. Or equally or unequally. Based on their nature. One wanted to eat more. So he will take some extra chocolate. Like unequal sharing. So contribution is same. He contributed 25 rupees. He contributed 25 rupees. Feel boring? No. I am saying truth. So how atoms are forming chemical bond? Complete transfer or contribution equally and sharing. But sharing can be equal or unequal. Okay? That divides, that decides whether the bond is polar or non-polar. Everything we will discuss. No worry. One more possibility is there. He have only 50 rupees. He is having nothing. Okay, so 50 rupees he only will contribute and he only take that chocolate. Okay, he only buy that chocolate, but he gives some portion of that chocolate to this boy. Understanding? Some part of chocolate he also will eat. That is called dative bond. Difference understood? First part, 100 rupees he have, 50 rupees given, transferred completely, ionic. Second, he have 25 rupees, he have 25 rupees. Total became 50 rupees and they are sharing that chocolate. Okay. But third, he have only 50 rupees this time. But he only contributed both total 50 rupees and he only buy that chocolate. But chocolate shared by both. That is called coordinate covalent bond or dative bond. So why I said all these things? First thing, atoms are losing electron, gaining electron or sharing electron. So by doing all these things, atoms are forming some kind of relation. That relation is called chemical bond and they are getting stability by attaining these kind of configurations. Pseudo-inert gas configurations means having 18 electrons. I was given in previous zinc plus 2 has pseudo-inert gas configuration having 18 electrons in the outermost shell. So if you take ZnCl2, here zinc got stability because Zn plus 2 and 2Cl minus. So ZnCl2 is stable because Cl minus means organ configuration. I told in previous. Chlorine 17 minus means 1 electron. That means chlorine have octet configuration, argon configuration. Total electrons are here. But zinc valency electrons are Zn2 plus. See the difference. Understanding everyone? So chlorine Cl minus has argon configuration because octet configuration Cl minus 8 electrons, but Zn2 plus having 18 valency electrons. Otherwise you will ask me later, sir, zinc means 30, Zn2 plus means 30 minus 2, 28, no sir, but you written 18. I written valency electron for Zn2 plus. Everything I will write, don't worry. Okay, what I am trying to tell you now, I am giving introduction. Okay, what is that introduction? How atoms are forming chemical bonds. Okay, some atoms will try to get stability like helium. Some atoms will try to get stability like noble gases having NH2NP6 means octet configuration. Cl minus Cl minus has 18 electron, but 18 electron means configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s2, 3p6. That means what configuration? Noble gas configuration. Whereas zinc, that means Cl minus has what configuration? 17 plus 1, 18 means 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s2, 3p6 means what configuration? Octet configuration. But Zn2 plus means zinc atomic number 30 plus 2 means we have to subtract because it lost 2 electron. 30 minus 2, that means 28. So Zn2 plus configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s2, 3p6 and 3d10. You know that configuration already. 3d10. Got it, sir? So 3s2, 3p6, 3d10 means having how many electrons? 18 electrons in the valence shell. Zinc means do you remember? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d10, 4s2 actually. But plus 2 means that 4s electrons lost. So removed outermost electrons. Understood? So removed 4s electrons. So Zn2 plus has what configuration now? Pseudo inert gas configuration. How you said? Total 28 electrons for Zn2 plus. But Zn2 plus has valence shell. Valence shell means highest principal quantum number. Highest principal quantum number is what? 3 here. Here 1, here 2, here 3. Means this is valence shell. Valence shell consists how many electrons? 2 plus 6 plus 10. 2 plus 6, 8. 8 plus 10, 18 electrons. So Zn2 plus also got stability. Like what? By attaining pseudo inert gas configuration like this. So what I said, a final conclusion, please write it down all these things, how atoms are getting stability. This is more than octet. It's called extended octet we call. What we call this? Extended configuration. Please note it down. So very important. So okay. So how atoms are getting stability finally? Atoms are getting stability by formation of chemical bond. Chemical bond means it is a kind of attraction. Okay. So how that chemical bond is forming? How? By either loss of electron or gain of electron or sharing of electron. Okay, sharing may be equal or unequal. So if sharing equal, what kind of bond? Unequal sharing, what kind of bond? Everything I'll explain. No need to worry. Understood, sir? So here, what is a chemical bond? Which atoms will try to get helium configuration? Also I said lithium, beryllium and hydrogen. Okay, so boron won't try to get helium configuration, it's very rare, and boron compounds are electron deficient, that means they won't get octet. Okay, so those also we will discuss. Electron deficient molecules means what? Everything. No need to worry, just follow classes properly, that's it. So we had clarity why atoms are forming chemical bond. So chemical bond means the sort of attraction, not SHORT. Sort means kind of. Sort of means what is the meaning? Kind of. Okay? Kind of attraction. Attraction between two atoms. So one bond will form, or maybe multiple bond will form between atoms. Okay? So the sort of attraction between two atoms, understanding, is called chemical bond actually. But how that will form? By loss of electron or gain of electron or sharing of electron. Okay? Attraction of between two atoms which is formed due to, otherwise that attraction formed due to loss of electron or else another possibility. Who will lose electron? Metals will lose electron who have low ionization potential. I told her now, amount of energy required to lose electron is called ionization potential. So who can lose electron easily? Who have less ionization potential. Why? If they have less ionization potential, less amount of energy required to remove electron. So few elements will lose electron, like metals. Okay, few will gain electron. Okay, so due to loss of electron or gain of electron or sharing of electrons. What's up? Sharing of electrons is called a chemical bond. See, I know what is a chemical bond. So till now what we discussed means, are you thinking nothing? No, we discussed how chemical bond will form, how they are sharing, or how one will lose, or one only contribute but shared by both. Like three things happens. Okay, so chemical bond means the sort of attraction, means kind of attraction between two atoms which is formed due to loss of electron or gain of electron or sharing of electron is called chemical bond. Is called what? Is called chemical bond. Understood, sir? What is chemical bond? So how many types of chemical bonds means? First, ionic bond. So our chapter is very clear now. One by one we will discuss. Ionic bond. Second one is covalent bond. Third one is coordinate covalent bond. And fourth one is metallic bond. What bond? Metallic bond. Fifth one is hydrogen bond. Okay, and one more, sixth one, van der Waals forces. What is this? Van der Waals forces. There are 6 types of chemical bond. Ionic bond will form by due to complete transfer of electrons. Okay, ionic bond. One atom will lose electron, one atom will gain electron, like that. In previous ZnCl2 or NaCl I given in previous, Na plus and Cl minus. So sodium losing electron. So sodium is a rich friend. He have more money, so he donated money. Like sodium has one extra electron, so donated one extra electron to chlorine. So NaCl was formed. That chocolate example first I was given 100 rupees and 0 rupees. So 50 rupees donated. Like that. Who have extra, they donate. So complete transfer. Covalent bond formed by sharing of electrons, but maybe equal sharing or unequal. In that is only the reason. 2 types: polar covalent and non-polar covalent. Polar covalent means unequal sharing. In previous I said no, this guy 25 rupees, this guy 25 rupees, but they had 50 rupees chocolate. But if they are not sharing that chocolate equally, so they will get unequal sharing, but contribution is same. He contributed 25, he contributed 25. So unequal sharing leads polar covalent bond. Polar means unequal sharing and they have some charges like HF. Unequal sharing, they are contributing equally in previous, as I said. Hydrogen contributed 1 electron and fluorine also contributed 1 electron. But fluorine electronegativity is 4, hydrogen electronegativity is 2.1. So when the electronegativity is more, okay, certainly that have a negative charge, partial negative charge like this, delta minus, and hydrogen has positive. But still they are sharing electron, HF, delta minus and delta plus. So in HF, fluorine got, they are sharing only, fluorine and hydrogen both are sharing, but fluorine has slightly negative charge and hydrogen has positive charge. That also you have no need to worry. I'll tell you based on the electronegativity difference, I'll tell you which is polar and which is non-polar. But in covalent bond I'll explain. So covalent bond 2 types, that is very clear. One is polar and one is non-polar. And dative bond means one will contribute but shared by both. Dative bond represent with arrow, okay, towards one atom. So A donated atoms and B suppose taking. Understanding? In previous I said no. A contributed 50 rupees he have, but he contributed 50 rupees but shared by both, like that. That is called Dative bond, that also I'll explain, but one by one, please. Okay. And metallic bond between metals, hydrogen bond, that also different kind, and van der Waals forces. Total 6 types of chemical bonds we have. And tomorrow we will discuss about ionic bond. Okay, what is ionic bond? I'll explain in our